Today, we're digging into a story from the ancient Indian epic, the Mahabharata. It's about a choice, a single choice that literally shaped the world. This is the story of a serpent who is torn between his family and his conscience, and it raises some really timeless questions about our purpose and what it means to be good. I mean, it feels like a totally modern problem, right? But it's an ancient one. Just imagine being born into a family whose values you just can't stand, where you feel completely out of place, maybe even disgusted. So what do? Do you just walk away? Do you try to change them? Or do you look inward and try to change yourself? Well, this is the exact choice our protagonist had to make. All right, so our story starts with a being named Sesha. He's a Naga, which is a powerful race of serpents. But here's the thing. Unlike his brothers, Sesha is just deeply disgusted by his family's cruel and vicious nature, and it leads him to make this incredibly desperate plea. These are Sesha's actual words, and you can just feel the desperation, can't you? Now, pay close attention to what he's asking for. It's not power, it's not wealth. He just wants to get away. That one simple desire is what kicks off his entire incredible journey. So, how bad was it really? Well, the text describes a seriously toxic environment. I mean, his brothers were just eaten up with jealousy. They were cruel to their own relatives, they envied anyone who had more power than them. For Sesha, who had this deep sense of integrity, this constant viciousness it was unbearable. So, what does Sesha do? He doesn't pick a fight. He doesn't start an argument. He chooses a totally different path, a path of really intense, solitary self-discipline and penance. And his commitment was just absolute. Look at this journey. He travels to all these secret sites, Gandhamadana, Badari, Gokarna. He wasn't just, packing a bag and leaving home. He was on this epic spiritual quest, a total rejection of his old life. And the physical toll was huge. The text says his body was literally withering away because his focus was so intense. He had his passions completely under control, and he was trying to burn away the toxicity of his family through sheer spiritual willpower. Now, an act of penance this extreme, it doesn't go unnoticed. The creator god, Brahma, sees this searing discipline coming from Sesha, and he actually gets concerned. So Brahma shows up, and he basically asks, "What in the world are you doing, Sesha? What could possibly be motivating this level of tapasya, which is a spiritual practice so powerful it was affecting all the other creatures?" He needed to know why Sesha was putting himself through this. And this is where we learn Sesha's goal. And wow, is it drastic. He wasn't looking for power. He wasn't looking for a kingdom. He was literally trying to end his own existence, to cast off his body so he'd never, ever have to be reborn among his evil family again. Brahma is so impressed by this that he offers Sesha any boon he wants. And here, just look at this contrast. On the left, you see everything he was running away from. But on the right, you see what he asks for instead. It's not about escape anymore. It's about fundamentally changing who he is. This right here, this is the turning point for the whole story. He's given one wish from the creator of the entire universe, and Sesha asks for just one thing: to be good. He wants his heart to find joy in virtue and in peace. That's it. Brahma he's blown away by this selflessness. He sees a being who doesn't want anything for himself, just to be good. And so he grants Sesha a boon, but it's not the one he asked for. Oh no, it's something much, much bigger. Instead of giving him an escape, Brahma offers Sesha the ultimate responsibility. He says, "I want you to physically support the entire unstable world, all of it, mountains, forests, cities, and hold it steady." And Sesha's response? It's immediate. It's humble. There's no hesitation. He just says, "I'll do as you say." He agrees to place the entire world, personified as the goddess Bhumi, right on his own head. And just like that, the serpent who only wanted to escape his family now finds himself at the very foundation of all creation. His personal search for virtue becomes a cosmic duty. Let's just pause on that for a second. The incredible irony. One single being is tasked with providing stability for, well, everything. The very serpent who wanted to detach himself from the world is now the only thing holding it all together. And so he does it. He burrows a hole through the ground, passes all the way to the other side, and takes his position as the literal bedrock of existence, supporting the world on his head. For this selfless act, Brahma gives Sesha a new title, and it's a profound one, Dharmadeva. This means he isn't just a virtuous being, he is the embodiment of virtue itself. He is the divine principle of righteousness and cosmic order. Brahma makes it official. The serpent who ran away from his family's evil is now recognized as the god of virtue. His personal character has literally become a universal function. He is what he holds up: order, stability, and righteousness. He's also given another name, Ananta, which means the endless one. Kind of funny, right? The being who wanted his own life to end is now given an eternal duty, living under the earth, supporting it forever. And this whole story brings us to a final, really profound question. Sesha just wanted inner goodness, but his reward wasn't peace and quiet. It was a monumental, eternal burden. It really makes you wonder, doesn't it? Is the greatest reward for virtue just the greatest responsibility?